and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all freaking ages, welcome into another awesome day for PUBG. My name is Bogdan Boogie Carp. You'll be able to see my Twitter handle right there on the upper right hand side, and next to me there's some other dudes. I of course have a co-caster by the name of Buggy. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Thank you, dude. How are you doing this evening? Or
Not
this
too bad.
afternoon, if
Let's see.
it's America for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, wherever you are in the world, right? I am
Yep.
doing fantastic, brother. I am very happy to start things off here for the Auzom Nations Cup, a special event that is kind of a one of a kind. It's not something that we normally have going on. It's just Auzom wanted to do this really cool idea, and I'm fully behind this. Hence, for having the full support for casting and whatnot. I think it's going to be quite an interesting show. And one of the reasons being, of course, as we had a look at the spreadsheet file, of course, of all the teams that are involved in tonight, is that we have the best, some of the best teams in the whole wide world. One of them actually being, sorry, some of the best players in the whole wide world. Some of them actually shown on the screen here. Of course, you can see Texas, THZ, Raptor, and Erky, who will be representing, for example, Team Belgium. In this particular stance, IGL is going to be Raptor, of course, as he's normally the IGL for Tiger Mafia. Here we see the roster for Canada. But anyway, let's talk a little bit here about these teams that we have going up tonight. They're a bit more of a pug style team because they haven't really played that much together. They
hmm
did scream for a couple of days before Puggy, I know that for a fact. Um, but they haven't really had that much time to practice their own strats. And because they come in from different teams with different kind of strats, do you think it'll be easier for them to actually kind of join together and pull in the same direction? Or do you think it might be a bit hard considering that they're seasoned veterans?
Yeah, I think it should be okay. I like when you're this good, you can kind of play all different types of styles. Like you get people who like to go for the center of the circle, or the ones that go for the edge. There might be a little bit of um like questioning between themselves, but I think once they get the ball rolling, they get the chemistry going. I think they'll adjust relatively well.
Yeah, exactly. And here's a bit of an insight. Actually, I was talking to Mista from Team Netherlands, and he was actually saying that he's very happy with the IGLing of Ibiza. That's, by the way, one of the teams that I expect to be in the top three. Of course, next to the one that you see on screen right now, Finland, who is composed of some really legendary players. You got people from Havu, from FaZe Clan. I mean, these are the top teams in the world right now, so you can only expect the best. Talking about top teams as well, look at the AAA representing for France. C'est très bon. Le croissant is very powerful tonight. And another team that I'm actually expecting to see at least in the top five right now, all under the guidance of Shadow, of course. But you brought up a very good point right there. You said when you're a seasoned vet, then you have this kind of uh, different, sorry, adaptability to different play styles, right? We should be seeing that tonight. I think that might be indeed the key to success. I think that might be the way that teams will get closer to that chicken dinner, and some of them actually reach it. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of my more exciting factors about this is you're gonna have people on different teams or different countries who are on the same teams, like going at it against each other. So there's gonna be like ways of knowing what your people might be doing if you notice that they don't die and whatnot. So I think that adds a really bonus chemistry to it all.
absolutely. And of course, there's this national pride, of course, for representing your own country and seeing
Yeah.
your own country made proud by being on the top scoreboard there. We will have the scoring system set up as is. You can see on the right hand side there, you get 1 point per kill, and the first place will be getting 32 points, second 25, third 120, and then it decreases to 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, and then from the 16th to last place, you actually don't get any points. So you kind of want to make sure that you're somehow fitted at least 15th or up, even though from 11th to 15th you only get 1 point. That's not really going to be that much, I suppose, when the scores get calculated in the end. We've got 4 matches coming up tonight for everybody that's wondering, and well, they're going to be on the same old island that you know. The only another thing that I think is going to be common as well here, Puggy, is the fact that we're going to be having center strat heavy placements because the few teams that actually can play the let's say the edge strat,
hmm
or sorry, the few players that can actually pull that one off. Let's say it will be Team Penta that is recognized that we see in here tonight, representing for Team Norway. We got Simsy and James playing for that one here. So other than that, I can't really say that I see names in here that would really pull off a side strat or a circle strat. Center strat, I think, is going to be quite a heavy item.
Just a little bit, I think so. Like edge in the circle can be a bit risky because if it's on the other side, you're in a really bad spot. So I feel like only like a couple of teams can pull that off really well. And yeah, I think like there's a Tempo Storm guy in one of these orgs on the US one, I think. So
Yeah.
or Canada, and like I think they can pull that off really well, and like some Cloud9 guys, but I don't see any of them in the list. Oh no, Moody for Canada's in there.
Yeah, he's from C9. Maluk, of course, he's going to be the Tempo Storm representative for
Mm-hmm.
Canada as well. Yeah, you might be right. They might be going for that one, of course. Tempo Storm. They are trying to sway to new strats to try and focus themselves on this around the center around the center meta, as some people call it. But yeah, that will be quite a major factor, I suppose, into that one yet. Someone tells me in there that we are approaching the first game. So without further ado, let me present to you the prizes that these people will be getting tonight. We're going to be having for the first place some really, really neato burrito monitors from ViewSonic. They're going to be the XG2402 24-inch 144 hertz monitors. Now that's a pretty cool prize.
Oh yeah.
In my books, four of them, of course, because there's going to be four players in a team. And then, of course, the first, second, and third place, we also have custom-made keycaps, which I mean, those are pretty sick, to be honest, because I already have a 144 hertz monitor. I would kind of be more inclined to get the second place just to get the keycaps only, if I would be playing into this one, because they're pretty sick. They're level 3 helmets that you can put on any kind of keyboard that you want. So yeah.
And they're also painted for placements as well.
Yes, exactly. So
pretty excited.
Yeah, the first one's going to be gold, second one's going to be silver, and the third one, of course, bronze. Now, ladies and gents, we are steadily approaching the start of the first match of the four that we have lined up for you here tonight. And don't forget that there's going to be more matches coming in tomorrow evening at the same time. Those are going to be the grand finals, I suppose. There's going to be the final deciders of who is going to be at the tippity top of the leaderboards there, who's going to be able to win this one. I'm not too sure if the same people are going to be winning in the first day. If they would, then they'd be technically back-to-back champions. I'll see myself. I'll see myself out. But there you go. Plane's going to be landed in once again. Thank you so much. Shout out to Skyline, the best observer, or one of the best observers in the world right now. Skyline is indeed guiding us through this match, and of course we do have a lot of admins, a lot of production team, a high production team in Auzom as well. So shout out to them as well, to the admins that are working hard at this one, and of course to the players that you're about to see getting bloodied up on this absolute and utter let's call it a bloodbath fest. Would that be an appropriate term?
I'd say so, yeah, definitely.
All right, let's see how this plane is going to be going in. So first we have some concentration of people actually going in for the military zone. We do see, of course, that there was a plane trajectory that allowed this one quite easily. So we already see one of the teams there. Actually, Venker is alone. He's in with Balak, but they do have contact quite close to the moment. It's going to be all alone. And Venker seems to have an SKS to work with already here. Of course, he does have this work after one of a more team member from Team Denmark. Let's see what they're about to do in here.
Yeah, energetic. Turtley's got Con 98 already. No scope on it just yet, so it's going to be a bit hard with shots. But he's trying to find some people. We got Mole Man taking a little bit of damage now in the mini factory. And he does have a scar on him, but he's got that first aid, so that'll get him back up in health. And it looks like there's some people relatively close, and one of his teammates just a little bit further away. So he could be in a tough spot. We can see a Venga with the SKS there. Also got to try and get some heals.
And you wouldn't really blame him. He's going to have to put that one, that first aid to use really, really fast. In the meantime, their Balak's going to be running around there, finding it in for it to work with as well. Now he's got a backpack and a painkiller, of course, to work, as we saw on the ground. More 5.56 ammo, so that's going to be quite exciting. But as soon as he hears that nade coming in there, he's going to know that Ali and Moman are coming in close to try and get him. So Balak might just try to reunite with the rest of Team Denmark. In the meantime, we do see the first circle showing up, and it will be one that goes towards the southeast of the northern island. So the military zone isn't necessarily in there, but you can still make your way on the southern island into it somehow. Now, we're going to draw our attention, of course, towards Yas, Naya, Poliana for a moment there, as we saw two teams quite close to one another. There's going to be quite a high concentration into military power, but we'll look at that one in just a second. We do see some action going in here, military base.
Yeah, Larson knocks out Hexy there with a scar and gets the kill. That's the first death of the server here, so Hexy will be knocked out. And Larson's going to be quite happy with that as the first kill.
Yeah, that's actually very unfortunate here, right? Team Sweden currently have Haxeti from FaZe Clan. We know him very, very well. and he's an absolute monster of a player. So that's an unfortunate moment for Team Sweden. They're going to have to redraw their strategies and try to work this one out a bit more passive style. Um, that might be the better way to do it. Team Denmark now coming in here with a good kill. Monkey also coming in with some good frags. It seems here. It looks like Edukaz has been knocked out and then killed with that Mini 14. So that's a pretty good loadout, I suppose, for Monkey as it stands right now, because we all know this on the test servers, the Mini 14 and the SKS both got really nerfed. The rate of fire has been reduced to well, let's just say that they're not laser guns anymore. Well, the Mini 14 isn't.
Yeah, pretty much. And Educast there is of Team Italy, so Team Italy's down to 3 for themselves now.
Yes, indeed. In Milta here, we do see one of the teams actually staying in there. We see the Team France, which rather choose to loot on the south side of the farm there, but they're also kind of close to enemies as well. We do see 80 there, and well, his teammates, I suppose. Let's see. It's going to be James Fraser and Simsy, of course, for Team Norway. I wouldn't really stick in that area too long, to be honest, because they're going to be caught between a rock and a hard place there by the Frenchies. So they might just get out soon enough. We'll find out how that one goes. In the meantime, though, getting back to Yasnaya here, we said that we saw some teams coming into here, and it does look like they're still around. But now they seem to have split up Yasnaya quite neatly in half. One team taking the west side and one of them taking the east. Long, of course, holding on to an angle towards his enemies.
Yeah, and I can see what you mean now about the spectating, because this is fantastic. I also noticed that, well, at the start, a lot of people were in the circle, but a few people got spread out. But we have a little bit of damage here. Shadow gets into the vehicle, manages to survive at the last second, gets knocked down to about... Ooh, actually, that was like 5 health, so that was very lucky escape.
Yes, indeed. Spike, actually, I think it was the one that actually managed to get in some shots. Team Czech Republic here doing really good damage against Shadow. And, well, this certain baguette is a bit overdone, so he's going to try and make his way out of there. When he doesn't know if farm is actually currently taken, so he tries to make it all the way back to his friends in Milta. But until he gets there, he better watch out, because there's more people into the north side of Milta here. So Shadow will put a stop to his dodge here and try and heal up.
Yeah, definitely the smarter move. Don't want to go north and Milta, you'll get shredded going that way. And yeah, I like that. I kind of like the circle. There's not too much water. The care package is just under big power out in the water, so someone might get that as they come from Nova to that side of the island. And yeah, I kind of like the spread of this. We do have quite a few teams quite close in various spots, and we got this squad right back here. Hololo on top of the 3 tier. He's going downstairs. Could have had a good position on the roof to spot. Was that Spaj? Oh, yeah, right below. So good timing.
Spike,
for him. Yeah, that's a funky name.
There you go. Spike is going to be keeping on to his loot there. He seems to have an AK now and a shotgun to work with here. Not the best of loot in the whole wide world, but I'm pretty sure that Spike can do something with it now. He's going to be taking shots from Damien, so a retreat is in progress right now for him and Svalkirje. Svalkirje. There you go. I knew I was going to have a hard time pronouncing that name. I do indeed. Now, another player knocked out. It's going to be FaZe actually taken down by Kotastic from Estonia. He's actually the IGL of this team right now. So, well, it's not an easy task for Meter. He's in a bit of a difficult position right now.
Did they just set him on fire and just watch him burn to the death?
I think so.
That's a bit sinister.
Well, that's one way to do it, at least for the show. I think the boys might have spotted or might have guessed that they're going to be watching right now. But they're not only watched by us, they're also watched by Miniment, who's putting down some good shots. Not connecting, though, as much as he'd like to. So he's going to go for a retreat to try and group up with his teammates. The only hard thing in this situation is the fact that Grubsy has tried to cross under the bridge.
Yeah, so they were kind of spread out. He, got a little bit of extra damage to try and avenge his teammate, but didn't fully connect. And what just... Oh, he got shot off the bike there. Okay, I just saw the body fall. That was it. So Easy from Norway does get a kill onto someone there. I didn't see the full name. And they continue trying to pick away a Maluk.
Yeah, Maluk's not going to be too... Yeah, not going to be too much bother about the situation. Again, there's players south of him, so he needs to be careful onto that one there. The Frenchies are going to be quite close as well. And there we go. We see Team Lithuania go for the drop. I'm kind of curious to see what was in there. As you can suspect, let me ask you for just a second here to see if achieved? No, it doesn't really matter because Jempty is going to be bringing him down. Long shots with the M16. Beautiful action out of Jempty. And that is one unhappy looter. He seemed to have a Groza for a second.
Yeah, he had a Groza.
But a second is all that he had it for.
Yeah, very unfortunate that he went out by himself. So at least it's only him lost. His squad's not going to be too disappointed by that.
Oh yeah, the Finns are going to be quite happy with that loot as well. They're going to be picking up that Groza. You can be sure of it. Grubsy, Mini, and G-Tank now trying to make their way onto the northern island, and they have made it all the way there to the South Line Ridge. Going to be taking a compound there. Try and hold that one off. There's no need to move right now. And you can see that they already have some people trying to come in close to them there. Moody seems to be making his way quite close there. He's going to be swapping for a triple bike. Interrogate, sorry, rather, but Moody's going to be holding on to his Dodge. Interrogate, though, needs to be close. The only disadvantage on the triple bike there, well, there's many of them, but I guess the big disadvantage of it is the fact that you're wide and fully open to shots from all directions there. You don't have any kind of pillars to hide behind as you normally have in a Dodge or a UAZ.
Yeah, definitely. So, kind of like all the teams are just moving towards the circle right now. It's the first circle. Like we've kind of learned enough from pro play that they don't really like to run and fight and die straight away. You want to play for the long game. You want those points. So you don't get that many engagements until essentially people are forced to do it. And you can see people in houses. They can hear the vehicles. Like Moody's being looked at, interrogate. There we are. Moody's getting shot at.
And Wheezy taking shots as well. It looks like Team Finland are putting in some good shots against Wheezy, but now he's going to be finding some peace, some haven into the prison area where there currently is absolutely nobody but his teammates. So that's going to be an easy task for Wheezy to actually hold on to his angle. Prison is not necessarily a place you want to keep, even though at this moment in time it is almost in the, well, it is kind of in the middle of the center of the white, but it's a difficult place to defend because 360 can be quite surprised, or at least for, let's see, 300 degrees angles, you can be surprised from the top procs. Now, Moody, we see him pop in a full med kit, and he's going to be in a dire position. His Dodge burnt down to bits. He's going to be trying to take some shots against his enemies, though. Ooh, Shadow steps in, M16 action to the head of Moody, and that's a knockout. And it might just end up in a kill. His teammates are close, but rezzing him right now would be an absolute and utter suicide mission. Oh, and talking about suicide missions, look at this push.
Oh, they're going for it. I was going to say that Moody, that drops Canada down to 2 players now as well. But we got knocked out here on Phaser as AZ tries to pick him up. Was that Flash getting chucked out to try and bait? And we got unload on the ceiling. Wait, is that 3 different spots here?
I don't even know. I think it's 2 in here. But a third one might join it. I know it's a spot there. Let's see. I think that's something this compound here, but the kamikaze from Norway are raining justice from above. However, it is not working out for them. That M16 and Scar comes in beautifully against James, and he's going to be knocked out and killed. So still, Team Norway going to try their best at this one. Simsy has a decent angle to work with here, and he's got a Kar 98 as well, but he's going to be spotted in. It doesn't really matter, though. Miguel steps down from the fight from a beautiful knockout from Simsy, and this is the moment for Team Norway to actually try and make their way into.
Yeah, of course, it's very hard sometimes breaching a building. At the same time, Simsy has to be careful because he needs to get to that building and he could be an easy target. But they have the upper ground. You can see them looking through the windows as well downstairs. And he gets knocked out. It's a great little shot there by Chronix coming out to knock out Simsy.
Absolutely.
And it looks like the rest of his team might try and push here in a 4v2. Maybe take the fight, but they get knocked down on to Calabero. He gets killed. There's one of the stairs. And he gets spotted.
But someone comes in from behind. It's going to be Crims that actually a Crimzord that will finish off the fight. Team Portugal are still standing here. It does look like Team Norway are out of this round. First matchup dying early, quite early it seems here, after trying to kamikaze their way against this very solid compound. Otherwise, well, their relentlessness didn't actually translate to any kind of good finale, I suppose. Watching the next circle, though, as we see most of the teams trying to move in towards the center shot of the second circle, we do see that, well, the curly wood mill would be a very, very powerful place to defend from, but nobody actually went there. There are some big rocks that you can defend towards the northwest of those. Nobody actually deciding to go there is a bit of a weird moment, I suppose. They want to have a quick escape, which is not something that you normally have at a wood mill, or perhaps they're just making their way in now. Yep, they are.
Yeah. Oh, all four of them in a vehicle, that could be a risky moment. And is there a bike also chasing them, or is that maybe one of the four?
No, that's not. That's a completely different squad. Team US of A. Well, they just went to crossing ships through the night with one of their enemies there. It looks like a musketeer was the one that
Oh, and they drive to a
crossed
convoy
by.
of 4 vehicles as well. But there's people in the banana houses out there shooting them up. Well, they stop at the crates on the other side of the road, so it's going to be a bit of a sandwich of that vehicle. But it does look like Coda, I believe, gets up onto the hill behind the power plant. So he did survive that onslaught.
Oh, look at that buggy. Look at that buggy. It's burning and it's got no wheels on, and it's going to be exploding again as well. It's going to be Jempty getting the frag against Blade Cito. And that's one more out of the game. What a burning hot mess right there. Team USA still having a full team. They kind of have to be careful. They've got the village just south of them at the yellows, and another team as well, Team Denmark here, approaching one of their enemies. It looks like two enemies in front of the back there. It's going to be Larson that takes up kind of the same amount of damage. Energetic, and a Venker pushed in as well. A Venker throws in a grenade that might connect as well. Coleman tries to spray down. Is not that nade didn't either. So Troy's going to step in, try and help out his teammate here. Nades come back and forth, flying through like it's a tennis freaking match, but none of them end in a knockout here. The turtle must be careful. Oh, that nade just in front of him. It does not actually connect. This is a very, very hard battle that Team Denmark have found themselves in. A Venker, look at this position.
Oh, too far. No. So close. A few of them are hurt here, but Larson looks like he wants to push. He just finished the charges, so he starts to peek against it. And that's a nice move, but at the same time, Ivanka gets knocked down. Is this a 2-on-4? So they are in a tough spot, and here comes a revive onto Choi.
Yeah, indeed.
So actually, they might get pushed. He might get pushed. He is going to get pushed. It looks like coming around the corner, Larson. Not going to protect it.
Oh, Longo! That's actually a beautiful side flank. That's a very intelligent side flank coming from Longo, but he's got 1 HP left, and Balog does the same. It's a 1v1 battle right now at this moment in time. So Balog actually going to be going fast for the heal of Venker. That's a smart choice right now because Longo's going to be going in for the heal and then going to be coming in inside. But Balog and Venker might just have the upper hand considering that they might be able to heal in good time. Energetic Turtle left on the top spot there. Might be killed, but this is very important information that he's actually gathering here. Longo actually decides to go in for the heal. I don't think that's a smart choice at this moment in time because Venker is going to be coming in with that nade. Let's see if it does connect. When it flies in, it flies in. Oh, there she goes indeed. Coldamenta will be knocked out. Longo there with a sliver of hope, sliver of life left into him. All the while, Team Denmark are rezzing up every single member, and they're healing up as well. So they're going to have an easy time taking Longo down.
And they're going with the idea that their opponent run back to the body to try and revive his teammates. So they're not going to like run over to the edge of the cliff where he was previously. So I think he's going to die. Ivanka's just kind of pushing out slowly.
Yes,
and someone's going to flank.
Yeah, but there's no visibility from the south side there, as you can see. Larson tried a cheeky move there. Longo heard him, so he's watching now his north, but there's nobody actually coming in from there. There's only one angle that Team Denmark can push in from, so they kind of have to be careful in this scenario that they don't get any more teammates downed. Because Longo, all he has to do is wait in here. But he does wait, and he does wait for good reason. Larson is going to be knocked out, but that's about all she wrote, as Energetic Turtle will bring Longo down. And that's another squad wiped out quite early in the game, I might say, just as the circle draws in closer, and we'll find out where the new white relies.
Yep, that was Team Spain, if anyone was wondering. So it's Team Spain, Norway, that I know for a fact have been eliminated so far. This circle, still a lot of water on it.
They would say caca de vaca in Spain right now, which means, which pretty much means bullshit, I guess. Literal translation. Yeah, they're not going to be happy with their early death in there. Oh, but someone will be with this M24 15x scope as well, with level 3 helmet, just to make it a bit juicier in there, of course. That is what I call a good crate drop. Yeah. And honestly, that's my favorite sniper in the game. I would take that any day over the AWM just because I can spam 7.62s in it.
Kinda, and like the Auzom is a gun that you don't get to use as much. The M24 is a much better rifle in my opinion. But there is the Swedish team actually very, very close to get down. On the left-hand side, it looks like there's another squad that could intercept them, so they have to be a tiny bit careful. We have a fight here at the prison.
Yeah, we do. Oh, and look at this one. Actually, it's got to be Team Netherlands that are currently on the outside of the next white, so they're going to have to take this fight against MBS and Dizzy. It does look like it might just be a full squad versus full squad here. Team Netherlands going to be boosted up first, and that's a smart decision that they do. Normally, before heading into a fight, you normally see pros try and do that just to make sure that they, even if they get dinked down during the fight, that they have some chance of healing up again, because they're not going to have that much time to res. NBS taking shots now. Some connect indeed, but he won't have some space to heal as well. Ibiza leading the back there. His teammates are going to be soon to follow. Let's see how this side flank from Ibiza is going to be turning out to be, because he might just be spotted at any moment now if Dizzy dares to peek, or if Easy's actually dares to peek as well. But Ibiza's taking the wide way down, and that might be good for them.
Yeah, and there was another vehicle that just drove past him as well with Mixie in it, so another confrontation could happen there. But it looks like we do go to Maluk, who's up in a Harry Potter tower. And Mixie did. Oh, Mixie, that's the person I just said. He drove past Ibiza, yeah, and Ibiza does get the kill there. So another kill coming in from the Netherlands. They seem to be doing pretty good so far. And
yes, they
does get Caden.
That's actually a very good performance from Team Netherlands, and it looks like they're going to be making their way forward into it. Quite happy with what they've done. Let's have a look at the Frenchies now, still hanging around the Milta spot there, and it looks like they're going to be quite in a direct battle with Hollow out of what team is that one? Help me out with this. I'm not too sure where Hollow's from. Let's see, Power, I think. Power, isn't that Italy, I think? Proloska, yeah, that's definitely Team Italy. Yeah. So Italy versus France, two Latin-speaking countries. Let's see if they can find any kind of agreement, if they find any common language, or if that's going to be the language of death and doom and despair. We'll find out pretty soon. Nobody actually going into center, which is currently now the north side of Milta. But we do see some fights coming in here, and Team Netherlands sneaking in all the way from behind. They're about to run into some trouble.
Oh yeah, is this Team Millennium or the Belgians?
I don't know.
Oh man, there's 3 people in this house, and it looks like maybe one in the other, so they do have to be careful that they don't get sandwiched. But all the doors are closed inside, nothing given up here. Yuki on the outside as well, he could get a sneaky spot.
And they've got no idea where he is. It's going to be Brother that gets knocked out. Ramsey Vita still on their same position there. Brother has no chance to be arrested. So he's going to be brought down by Musketeer, who will now decide to push in. Rams there just behind the house. Will not get hit by that nade. Musketeer tries to go in with another one of his own there, but it's going to be a beast that actually gets a knockout against one of his teammates there. Rams is going to be running away from that nade there. Musketeer tries to push forward. Nobody in that corner as Rams has already made his way around there. It's going to be Musketeer that gets downed by Rams and then killed as well. Still though, Rams has to be careful in this duel. I'm not too sure whether or not his teammates are still into this one. Rams eating up a heck of a lot of damage. He's going to have to go for the heal right now. Odi Banta has no intention of chasing this one, it seems here. It just might be Yuki that does go in for it. Nope, they're actually turtling down on the house. And that's not a bad idea, because Rams, he doesn't seem to have any kind of way in. All of the doors, all the ways to get in are gate kept right now by Rams' enemies pretty much.
Yeah, a lot of trading back and forth there. It looks like the Swiss guys do take the advantage in that fight. I think 3 of them left, and we are going to go to Jempty here as he's just running across the field. And this is going to be Finland yet again.
Yep.
The Finns have been doing good.
The Finns usually do good. They've got one of the most powerful rosters in the world, right? You've got, especially considering that Havu Gaming is the main roster for Finland right now. So most of the players from there. So you'd really kind of expect them to do good. In the meantime, we do see Team Denmark, the ones that were specking in, trying to make their way in. There's just one member left from Team Netherlands, and that's going to be Rams, of course. He's not going to be too happy to take on this duel, but then again, he might just have to. Rams, will he hear his enemies come down from the south ridge, or from the lower ridge, rather? Well, it doesn't seem like he's spotted anything. He's heading straight into them. This is going to end up bad for him.
They're right by that. He's not got a gun up.
How did he get
right.
spotted?
Oh, he's right by that. He's right. Is he actually going to take the fight? Because obviously he'll give away his position. It looks like they're going to run past him. Is he going to go? No.
Oh my lord, there's no way that Rams actually avoided clear and utter death. Even if Balak would have been knocked out, you can bet yourself that Energetic Avenker and Larson would have been glad to find the refrags. Rams is just snaking his way to victory here. I'm loving what I'm seeing, but Avenker coming in from behind might just be able to spot him. The grass is tall, but it's not tall enough. Avenker spots Rams indeed, and that's going to be the end of Team Netherlands right now. And the next circle will show off quite soon, and it is straight into Milta.
Yeah, I think they might run into the Swiss team there, so some extra action going on. And, Avenker's team is the one that was fighting on the cliff, so they're still doing good, running all the way across the road up into the mountains now, but we got a lot of people.
let's see. There's a team that's not going to be having an easy time here, as they will be covered in by enemies. 3 team butts. It's going to be holding on to the same angle there. Outsider trying to help them out as well. They're currently getting breached, and that's not a good time for themselves right now. Team UK pretty close to the place where Dizzy and Ease is trying to go into there. Sigsy and Break are going to have a hard time. Let's hope we don't press F to pay respects as Break tries to hold on to his house. And, well,
Yeah,
the
Dizzy
breach
took a
does
lot of
occur.
damage there as well, so Break. But there's some downstairs. Other people in the building coming to back them up here. MBS is here, and ooh, 62 knocks for this as Break gets one downstairs. He chucks a nade out like this.
That is insane. That's some crazy action. Break actually trying to go down the stairs and capitalizing on that fact. You don't often see that. Normally teams would turtle up on the upper floors and just hold that one off for as much as they can. This time around though, Break decides to push down the stairs, and it actually turns out beautiful for Team UK, who are now still in the fight, and also they have a fantastic position to be in.
Yeah. Also, Scum came in from the back and shot the third person because he was in another building. So great play by him. Oh, but is this Team Sweden? One of them gets knocked.
It is indeed. I think there might be a possibility to get first phase rest here. Hollywood's going to be going in for the heal. Hollywood, of course, right now he's at a LAN event there at DreamHack, and well, he's doing his best to join in the team and help out his teammates. I know for a fact that he doesn't have an easy time doing that one because the sound is not perfect for him, and you can tell because he gets knocked out right now as he wasn't actually able to capitalize on that situation. He wasn't actually able to see who was taking him down, but that smoke is going to be perfect. 2 reses are going to happen. I'm pretty sure of it right now as Moman steps in the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And the monkey on the roof did get knocked there, so that buys him some extra time as he has to be revived and healed back up. But the circle's about to close and they're at the edge of it, so they are safe. And the new circle's just in front of them. So if they can get past this house, but Moman, he goes up, he gets knocked again.
Oh, the Frenchies are not. Yes, indeed, the Frenchies are not having this one. Look at this one. Utter domination. So many right now actually taking on the rooftop there, just decimating Sweden, to burning them to a crisp. For there on the north side there, we see Team Denmark actually being into a fight, and another team, Team Belgium, trying to make their way across south to the hill. But as they draw in closer, they're going to be drawing in closer to 3 different squads. Nowhere easy. No entrance is easy for them. Now, let's see what happens here with Raze. Still full squad.
Oh, loads of smoke here again. Just I don't know who exactly chucked that, but wow, that's a huge amount of smoke. Just using it as a wall to try and get closer to the circle, as they can see people on the high ground, and they don't want to get picked off by those.
Yes, indeed. Team Estonia doing pretty good, of course, at the helm of Cutastic. Their ex-Chris helping them out as well. They're Cloudtail and Razy. They're not from the ex-Theater of Mayhem team, but they're still pretty good players. So let's see if they're going to be having a chance to get into the next fight. Right now, they're being burnt down really by Miniment, who puts in some really good shots there. Cutastic will go down quite low, but Mini takes some damage himself, so he's going to have to cover all the while. Cloudtail actually makes it quite a bit forward there. He's in a good spot to try and help his teammates to cross.
Yeah, at the same time though, Team UK is on that edge of the Milta, so that's going to be a hard point to get by if they are sandwiched. Like,
yes, indeed, I do agree. Taking shots against the enemies here is going to be Cutastic. Crazy caught up wide in the open. They don't have any cover. They don't have anywhere to protect themselves. So all they're going to try and do is cross while their teammate X-Chris tries to put in some pot shots. And though pot shots actually connect, Miniment is going to be tagged a bit low. So you're going to have to go for some heal. Bandages seem like he popped Bandages, but then again, Chris has to cross right now. And now his teammates actually can provide some cover, but nobody actually is going to give him any cover as Chris crosses. And, well, he seems to be able to do it just fine because nobody's watching him right now.
Yeah, he got a little bit lucky. The other squad outside at the edge of the circle, they do have vehicles. They should just be about okay. They will take a lot of damage, though.
No, they won't.
Scoom onto Ryzy.
That's exactly why they won't. Scoom is an absolute animal, and he's got an M4 to work with here. So M4 in the hands of Scoom, you don't really want to give him that. In the meantime, there we do see Grubsy trying to make his way with UAZ. He's got a Riz to work with here, so they're going to be holding on to that spot there. Oh, but Team Estonia are caught between a rock and a hard place here. Razy taking damage. Chris does as well. Cutastic in the circle. Cloudtail is as well. They might lose a member. No, they lose Cloudtail actually at the hands of Scoom. And X-Chris also knocked out of the play zone. Yeah, it's just going to be Cutastic, I think, at this moment in time. No, he does have a teammate to work with here, but it does look like Team UK kind of want to come in. They kind of want to close this one out, and they're going quite aggressive for the kill. I don't know what Cutastic is going to come out here with, but I don't think it's going to be his life.
No, got to be very careful. He doesn't have helmet either, so... ooh, and then is that... And another squad kind of hears them, but I don't think they can see him yet. He's going behind the vehicle, so they don't see it. Nate goes out. The UK could get involved in the fight here. And I think the UK might have lost one guy. Yeah, there's only 3 of those left now.
It might be true indeed. It might be true indeed. Let's see if G actually dares to go in there. Of course, it's his team. It's Team Austria. As you know that quite well with Mini and Grubsy there. They made their way from a very, very dire spot, actually avoiding Team UK. So, furthermore, kudos to them. But now, as they try and lay down on the very beach end there, they're not going to have an easy time going into the next one there. UK will hold them off. Now, let's divert our attention towards the north side of the circle here as we do watch Washout on his teammate Power trying to hold off the rooftop there. And so far, they seem to have done quite a good job. They were getting sieged earlier by a team here, but it looks like they've held on to their own there. Though Oko is going to be quite close to them on the south side there. Going into the warehouse, Washout doesn't have a chance to spot. Of course, this is FPP, so Washout has no idea what's happening below him.
Yeah, Oko's not by himself. It looks like his teammate's just a little bit further back, but he is relocated. Circle is moving out. The Czech team is supposed to run out into the open. 2 of them getting knocked. One of them's in the circle, healing on the roof. So that's going to be a tough spot for him, and everyone's just running through the city as people start to hide and pick away at others. Here's a kill coming onto YNCK. Nicely done there as he takes out Opoko.
Yeah, that happens beautifully. So indeed, and look at this one. It's going to be Spike that absolutely bodies them. And that's another squad absolutely finished here, but Spike needs to make his way quite fast into the circle. It bites down hard, and not only that, but he's got enemies quite close to him that he has to watch out for. Just to his northeast, there's almost a full squad there. No, it's a 2-man squad at this moment in time here, but Spike still having a hard time sticking around that spot. Might just have a breather because his enemies moved in further down, so he might even get a res onto his other member from the Czech Republic team. So far, it just seems like he's going to go for the heals himself, but he might go for the res. Yes, Oko will get a second chance at life.
Yeah, and it looks like they're in the circle as well, so they're in a prime spot now.
Absolutely.
While everyone else gets to fight, it looks like Team UK, they still have to cross the road. Grubsy says go as well, so he looks alone there, so he's going to have a bit of a hard time. And you got Mini as well.
Yeah, G-Tang and Mini are coming in close there, so Team UK are going to have a hard time crossing on the north side, where they're going to be further geek-kept, as we saw by Team Czech Republic, who have a very good position right now. Other ones getting knocked out as well. It's going to be VZ knocked out by Damien here with the M16. And Damien holding on to his rooftop there. He also has a very good angle there, 360 view. A video that's come in here, and Team France have a very, very good momentum to work with here.
Oh.
It looks like they haven't spotted Team UK, or rather, perhaps they made a pact. Nah, Brits.
Yeah, Scum can see them moving on the roof, but he doesn't get any shots. He's just going to run. I thought he got knocked then, but it was just a change of camera angle.
There you go. For a second, I thought the cat and the mouse would actually make friends. UK with France. That's you know what? I should never consider that. you guys were never that friendly to one another, it seems. And well, yeah, here's the showcase of it. Team France actually knocking out the first member out of Team UK. Well, it's got to be 2 of them actually will try to cross on the other side. But Austria is also holding on to the same spot. They're going to be holding down to the UK team, but Sigsy comes in with a good frag. With that Groza being put to good use. And actually, it's going to be Sigsy that pushes in from a different perspective there. He doesn't actually cross the street. Instead, he tries to pick in from behind. It's going to be Shadow that kills Sesko, helping out Sigsy in this situation here as Sigsy makes his way safely into a compound.
Oh, Breaker knocked outside. But it looks like his teammate might be able to revive him here.
He will.
Oh, but he's creeping. Oh my. They're like right next to each other.
Oh no, that Molotov is going to be doing quite a lot of damage, and that circle would be doing further more. So Sigsy tries to push in here, but he actually is going to be dying outside the play zone, not watching his HP. There's a lot of adrenaline right now at this map ending, so you can only understand what Sigsy wanted to do, but it just didn't pan out right for them. The Frenchies have a very strong chance coming in from the east side because nobody's actually close to watching them. Czech Republic, sure, they could gatekeep them a little bit there, but I don't think this would be going good for the Czech Republic, especially considering that France has 1 more member to work with.
Yeah, like they're also in the circle with a positional advantage, so they have a grand spot here.
Absolutely. Coming in from the east side is the safest way to come in. It does look like Team Austria are still into the game as well here. So France, Austria, and the Czech Republic. I know there's a lot of Spike fans, so I want to see you guys going ham for Czech Republic right now as the other 2 teams, Austria and France, are battling it out. And it's going to be Shadow 1K that gets a good frag against G-Tank here. Grubsy's still alive, but the circle is strangling in on him. And this is not a circle that you want to be caught out of. So, well, There's another player that actually will know that quite well from Team France. He's going to be making his way with his teammates towards Red Shop. Grubsy's still trying to heal behind. Look at the little tiny cover that he has there. Shadow would love to put one shot in his leg, but he won't get the chance now. Grubsy taking damage himself, and actually he's going to be dying outside the play zone. It's just going to be a 2v3 situation. France versus Czech Republic. 2v3, is it? Yes.
2v2.
No, it's 2v2. It's a 2v2. It's a fair battle between Czech Republic and France at this moment in time. And I really don't know who's going to be coming out on top. It's anybody's game.
Yeah, pretty much. They're outside the building here. There is a little bit of health missing from Davian, so he's healing up right now. How many heals they have is a big thing here. Helmets, vests as well, because they've taken a lot of damage so far.
That's a beautiful fight as well. That's an incredibly beautiful fight to watch here. Through the blind windows of the Red Shop here. Shots coming back and forth. Most of them actually don't connect. It's very, very difficult to connect from this point out. But Akko actually has a good angle there. It's going to be keeping Shadow from peeking in towards the right side. And now Akko's going to be moving in a bit aggressive there, trying to hold on to the right angle there. But Shadow already has that one covered. Akko hasn't reloaded his AK, but shouldn't need more than 22. There he goes. He's going to have 30 bullets right now in that AK, which is an absolute blaster. Close range circle will be strangling quite soon. We just have a few more seconds before it draws in closer. But oh, that beautiful nade from Spike will be knocking out Shadow. And this is the call. This is the time for Team Czech Republic to try and make a force into it. Damien eating up a bit of damage there. Spots one of his enemies actually go into the Red Shop. Akko peeking in left side. Not going to be connecting, getting shots right now. Shadow won't get a chance to be rest. And though both of them are going to be trying to begin against Czech Republic, and no putain, it will be Czechia that takes up the GG and the chicken dinner for the first match out of the 4 that we have tonight. What an incredible ending. What a sensational closing circle onto Milta Puggy.
Yeah, absolutely. That was really intense. And like whoever gets knocked first in that situation, they're pretty much going to lose that 2v2 unless like you come up big. So very well played that to Czech Republic to take that. Only 5 kills in total for the squad.
Yeah. So there you go. It goes to show you that placement comes in that much more important, or rather, strategy comes in that much more important, rather than aim power or mechanical skill or sheer skill. You know what I mean? So there you go. Czech Republic rather, taking their first match here is no joke. They did that, even if they didn't have that many kills. They did that through very, very good placement there. They got a bit lucky, of course, with the closing circles there as they crossed over, and they only had 2 members left alive. And they also got a bit lucky because France lost a member on the way. Sure, you can consider that in the battle with Austria. But still, a very, very good performance from them coming in here. And I know a lot of people in chat right now are going to be happy with this performance. But still, we've got 3 more matches to go, so everyone will get their chance to be, of course, happy for tonight's matches. Bugsy, we have some really, really good PUBG to show for moving forward.